Last we left off, our heroes were split apart. Some of them running through the streets of Thalen City itself, some diving underneath the city, the realms unknown. Palessa was assisting Lysnari in finding the truth behind one of the faction's leaders' questionable choices in a vote to change the not only trade routes but economic direction of Thalena in general. She was able to find evidence that the pirate attacks that were happening on those trade routes were all of the High Lord, Bright Lord Devant's mission to gain more of an independence between the factions. For what reason, unknown. However, it does have something to do with the Sons of Honor. While that was happening, Zavran and Sasha were figuring out what the clues that Hanla was able to give them would lead them to. And in cracking the case of the mysteries of the ancient and strange history of the ancient ward of Thalen City, they found themselves diving deep into a tunnel that went deeper into the mountain of Thalena. And as our day continues, we find Zavran and Sasha, probably spear in hand, lighting the way as they slowly begin their continuous and long journey through this cavernous realm. As you walk down at an angle, at this point, you would assume a 90-degree angle of deeper with every step. You wait for that one step in the darkness that leads to basically the ground or at least a floor and not a step, but it has been minutes, hours. You've lost count. You've been when you're basically jogging or walking for a long amount of time that it just becomes just muscle memory.
Mm-hmm. Just
You are
1 foot in front of the other, yeah.
exactly, you are at that point, and then your thoughts start to race. How Who made this? How long did it take them to make this? Should we head back? What if it leads to nothing? What if it collapses and we're stuck? All these different thoughts start racing through your minds as you continue your journey down.
We are so far under the city. Sasha, we should not be here.
Sasha just stops for a minute, and we can't give up now. I mean, it can't go forever. Someone built this.
How
What
many
would you
spheres do you
make?
have?
Not enough? Why?
Because if we're going to be down here
Few.
for a while, we have to make sure we have enough light.
Got a few hundred marks. Plus, if we need to, we've got the good old lantern. Not that I enjoy using it.
And if we get trapped,
Sasha, like, starts to speak and then realizes, I've never heard you be afraid before.
Our friends are out there fighting pirates. Honestly, I'm more worried for Lysnari. That's a snake's den that she crawled into. We get trapped down here, we die. I'm just worried about them more than us.
You're a good man. You've made them your responsibility, as you should. We're all each other's responsibility now. But I'm not afraid for them, and I'm not afraid for us. If we should have been dead many times on this journey, but we're still here. I know we've been set on this course, and now I know what we have to do. We're going to solve this. They're going to talk their way out of that viper nest. And if we get stuck down here, then we'll have one more story to tell when we get back. But we're not going to give up. Life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination.
What the hell was that?
Just
Sasha.
feels like the right thing to say.
Sasha, give me a discipline roll.
One of my worst stats. Intentionally so. That is a 15 total.
15 total. That's a pass. You both have been walking down this tunnel for what feels like lifetimes at this point. And you don't hear it, but you feel it. And in that moment, as you say those words, a calming voice that you feel takes you back to a moment. The person that you love most in this world, they are no longer with you. And in your head, you hear, these words are accepted. And with that laughter, a gust of wind shoots through this tunnel. Zavran, you watch as the sphere light that Sasha held in front of them goes out. For a moment, you swear it goes within Sasha. And Sasha, you lose balance in your stepping and start sliding down the steps further down into this tunnel, glowing.
Sash, you're glowing.
Gone.
Oh. Sash?
Sasha, you just hear laughter. I'm okay. Come on, big man. We've got a city to save.
And Zavran just takes off running down the tunnel.
As you take off running down the tunnel, give me a wonderful discipline roll as well.
My worst stat.
Oh joy.
Oh, wow.
An 11.
11. Panic. You don't know
Oh,
what
no.
happened. You don't know what's going on. Sasha has no longer within sight. You just see just a little bit of light further down. So it's still in the same linear direction.
Sure.
There's this constant and confusing vibration within this mountain that you're going down. This rhythm. And right now it's frustrating to deal with so much going on. So many things that could go wrong probably are going wrong, including what's happening, Sasha. And that's what's overwhelming you right now. Sasha, I need a perception check real quick. You are moving very fast.
Yes. Okay. That is a 10.
And as we said before, you are glowing. You are able to see a little bit further down this tunnel, but not very much so. You're moving fast. Even when you try to gain a grip on literal steps, you're just clearing through this entire stairway. The thought does come to you. What if these stairs end?
Yeah. I also, assuming I don't hear Zavran running down the steps, I would be worried about him too. Zav?
I need you to understand, this is bobsledding. You are Zavran is gone.
Yeah, he's way up there. All right. I am going to stop the frictionlessness and try to make my body, while I'm still learning how this works, and I've been trying to practice this for a while, I'm not very good at it. So I am going to try to stop this rapid descent as safely as I can. Less so for my safety and more because I don't want to leave Zavran behind and try to wait for him or go back for him.
You think we would call this another discipline roll? The only reason I'm making you roll for this is because it's new to you.
Yeah.
And you haven't mastered it yet.
So I have a question, GM. I forgot this until just now. I'm supposed to be empowered, which gives me advantage on all tests. Should I be doing that right now?
Absolutely.
Okay, I totally forgot about this.
And I will also say you have consumed some investiture, so make sure you're checking your investiture.
Yeah. Okay, so that's not a good roll. Okay, that is a nat 2023.
Okay,
Ooh.
you are definitely, you have a feeling of something happened where when you started glowing, you are literally watching as you are illuminating this hall, that the thing that makes your body stop against stone, or the thing that keeps your clothes on you, friction itself, somehow, some way you were able to manipulate it. And so you are attempting to understand that in your mind and reverse whatever you have caused when you said those words. And you don't reverse it too much, luckily, and snap every bone in your body. And you are able to slowly begin to pace yourself and bring the friction back to a point where you're still going very fast, and you feel as though if you can't find a way to stop instead of going slow, you are feeling some of your skin begin to heat up.
Okay. At that point, I would need
Nice.
to very quickly stop and stand up before I hurt myself seriously.
Fantastic. Good thing the end of the stairway is coming up.
Oh boy.
With a nat 20, though, you are definitely able to do that. You slow yourself down. You do not pull any muscles with this action, but you do come all the way down to the end of the stairway. And we reward nat 20s here. You come to the literal stone wall that was waiting for you at the end. And
There's
your
a
face,
wall at the
there
bottom?
was a wall at the bottom.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I would have been dead.
And
Splat.
you just seen Sasha's mangled body at the end. You slow down enough to you kind of tumble, head over feet, and slam into that wall, to which you realize it is brittle, and it breaks open.
Oh my god. You'd hear, oh! Well, I don't know how far that would echo up the stairs, but
It takes a few seconds, and you hear as it continues on. But you also feel that rhythm kind of stop, Zavran, for a moment, and then it continues again.
And at this point, Zavran is just running down this tunnel, and you can probably hear like the heavy footsteps of him like echoing, running down the tunnel to try to catch up with you.
ow. Seraphina.
Yes.
Could you make sure I didn't break myself too much, please?
Unfortunately, no.
I'm sure you're very upset about that.
But luckily, you found something more interesting.
Which is?
And as you say, which is, Sasha, you open your eyes and bear witness to a wide open space. Of a cavernous space within what you assume to be underneath this mountain. Makes sense. Sometimes there are hollowed out areas within stone, but there's hollowed out space. And then there's what you're witnessing, which is an entire city. Stone architecture throughout. You've read books of towns that are built within mountains on the western portion of Roshar, but this is built within. And small cracks of light from the outside world, you assume hundreds of feet higher within this cavern, place themselves in different spots and sections of this city. What else you notice is that a portion of this place is submerged.
Oh.
You-
Stormfather.
You assume this to be some ancient city that was lost in the histories of Roshar. As you are in awe of what you are
Yes.
witnessing.
Sasha is just kind of stun-locked, like, how is this possible?
Zavran, after you're cruising down these steps,
Mm-hmm.
you see the light at the end of the tunnel, finally. You no longer hear Sasha. You make your way out, and then you two witness a city that is a ruin, but you also see the life that is slowly growing itself around. And also the understanding that Roshar is taking back whatever the city used to be in a slow, methodical way.
What is this?
I have no idea.
It kind of reminds me of the Palaneum.
Yeah, a little bit. Built into a mountain. But this is like another level.
You
Like,
are
how is this
glowing.
possible? Oh. Yeah.
And what
Cool,
was
right?
that slide you did?
I don't quite understand it that much, but I've been practicing a little bit.
You can just do that. We were walking for hours, and you could have just slid down the entire stairwell?
No, I don't think I was ready for all that. But I'm getting there.
Well, let's see what we found here then, shall we?
There's the spirit. I knew that you'd come out eventually.
Both of you give me perception checks.
A dirty 20.
Nice.
22.
Nice. All right, there are two main things that you guys notice. One, this is a very large city. About the same. I would say probably a little bit smaller than the ancient ward, but it would take you guys a while to examine every inkling of this space. You see causeways that spiral downward into like a basin, and just still water throughout, kind of like some portions of buildings are submerged and then others are kind of like built further into the walls of the mountain. You see 20 and 22, that's good. You see these portions of moss kind of like growing throughout on buildings and such. You notice that there is some life besides plant life down here. You see a few cremlings kind of like scurrying about throughout the buildings. You also see glyphs, or I'm sorry, symbols that you are now very, you understand more of, being dawn chant. And as you guys start making your way through this city, with that 22, Sasha, you notice a massive, I would say like on one of the buildings is kind of like broken down, and it's kind of like a cavern within the cavern, but a smaller portion of it. And you see this like crystalline casing opening, sort of, that
Oh,
seems like something emerged from it, sized.
What size?
Horse size.
Horse
Oh.
size.
Something perhaps dangerous. Oh boy.
Give me a deduction roll.
Yeah.
Low DC, like a 10, because you already got 22.
Good thing I needed that, because even with advantage, I only rolled a 12.
Oof.
Okay, with the 12, whatever was in it broke out recently, as if a large breaking of a wall and sliding down.
Even
Awoken
as
it.
soon as that thought hits my head, I want to immediately grab Zavran and myself and get to the ground or below cover somehow, and just like,
Zavran, with your 20, you notice two things. One, there is a building kind of like at the center of this sunken city. And something in the stone that is kind of telling you that you need to get there. The second thing you notice is that very calm and still water. Saw a very large ripple, and then it went still again.
Something's in the water.
Something broke out of the wall. I don't think we're safe here. We've got to be careful.
We have to
And what-
go across.
Sasha feels like questioning, but then realizes, no, actually, I don't. Okay. Then let's go.
I'll go first.
Oh, by all means.
And as you both realize that you need to make this trek a little more stealthily,
Yeah, stealth time.
I am going to start a clock that has already started.
Ah, yes. Big monster finds small, puny humans.
And I'll call it The Hunt Begins.
Ah, yes, of course, of course.
And as you guys quietly make your way further into this city, we will make our exit and rise up to the present day city of Thalen City. Palessa, you
Yes.
were making your way speedily toward the courthouse or the co-op where the meeting was being held, where the votes were being made, where your friend Lysnari, who asked you for your aid in finding some evidence,
Mm-hmm.
is doing their due diligence in cracking the case. Doing y'all's part to make sure Conla doesn't come back, end y'all's existence. And also, pirates are bad. And with that, you found that Cypher was able to do something very strange, very weird. And you saw something that looked like an image that they were able to distract who was chasing you and send them in a different direction. My question to you is, with now escaping the ones who are chasing you, what is Bless's next path? Where's she going?
I think I would like to try to run to the courthouse. I have in my possession these receipts, right?
Yes.
I have the receipts. So I feel like this could be very important for the task at hand. Therefore, I would like to run as fast as I can.
Interesting. Would you like to make that an athletics check?
Yeah. You sure not
You know what?
agility?
You know agility. That's
Yes,
what
it
this is. Yes. Agility. Let's raise the stakes on that one.
Okay. I rolled a 15 and I got a 2, the red on.
Complication. Got it.
Yeah.
Palessa, as you start making your way down, you sprint through the low ward. You find yourself basically you're in that elevator moment of getting to the one of the lifts. And you just running, sprinting, and then you have to do that pause where you're just waiting on the lift as it slowly makes its way down to the docks. You get to the docks and you start sprinting again. And as you get to the courthouse, you slam into someone who grabs you. And then you look up, and it's Rocklin.
Oh. What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same.
Puff, puff.
This is Saradin's wig. What are you doing with it?
Oh. I just had to. It's a long story. I have to get to the courthouse. I have important documents to deliver for the upcoming vote.
Do you need assistance?
Yeah, what's the best way to get there? Fastest.
Oh, and he will guide you towards the courthouse. Make your way there. I gotta think of a cool ass complication. Would you like a card?
Yes.
All
Hopefully
right.
I'm not famous last words.
So as you bring yourself to the courthouse, we got paranoid. That's
Oh,
backwards
great.
because cameras. Um, with this information, Palessa, you know one of two things. You can crack the case wide open, but also you were kind of made. You weren't made because it wasn't you they saw, but they know who they saw, which is some woman within Thalen City, a Thalen. You need to get rid of this disguise.
Mm.
But with that, you are looking around at every corner. You are feeling very skeptical of the individuals around you. Rocklin found you very quickly. Is he working with Saradin? Does he have his own? You haven't seen him in a few days, and all of these thoughts are going through your mind as he brings you straight up to the courthouse, where I will just place both Lysnari and then right there, kind of like having conversations on what next to debate within the next vote portion of the vote. What kind of evidence could Palessa possibly come back with? These are the conversations that you and Then are having when you see a you see who you know to be Rocklin kind of leading Palessa. Very winded. Actually, no.
Do
You
I
see a
recognize? I was gonna say.
Thalen woman.
Oh.
Rocklin
Yeah.
dragging a Thalen woman up to the courthouse.
She looks very confused. Are we standing outside, like, while Thend is having a smoke break or something? Probably.
Right. You know, he's been stressed. Politics is
Uh-huh.
not what he enjoys doing. So you know what? Yeah,
Mhm.
he's actually. Ooh.
Is he drinking from a flask or something?
Yes, a flask. We'll do a flask. Oh,
Uh,
don't tell Mari I've been drinking during the day. I usually keep my wine for
that
later on.
no, that stays between
You
us.
want
It's
some?
been a stressful day. Yeah, actually, I do. She kind of takes them. You know what? Today has been really stressful. She'll
Indeed,
take
indeed.
some.
Oh, these friends of yours?
She looks at Rocklin. Do you need assistance or something?
Lady Lysnari. And I say it, what did they have a southern
Southern accent, yeah.
Lady Lysnari.
Oh, yes. Right. It's good to see you again. What can I do for you?
I wanted to let you know that I have some documents that may be important for your upcoming vote and discussions.
She looks at Thend and looks around. Is anybody watching this
I'll get
interaction?
quick perception check.
Okay. I'm in danger.
Liz,
Okay.
I'm sorry, Palessa. Distracted by strange shadows at the edge of your vision. Skip your next contribution to this endeavor. So don't roll. That's all that is.
16.
Noted.
16.
Yes.
Besides the usual politicians kind of like scoping each other out and everything, but Palessa is not Palessa in this scenario. So you are just talking to another citizen within the streets, not an ardent for the most part. I think an ardent running up to you would have been a lot more of a, ooh, what's going on over there?
An
But,
alarming thing, yeah. Okay. This is good. Liz quickly pivots. Yes, you said you had something for me? A package, perhaps?
Yes, I have some documents on shipping trade routes of to Saint Devant.
I
Ben's
see.
eyes perk up. These good
I
good
see.
documents, bad documents. You know what?
Depends
Maybe
on
we should.
who you're talking to.
She
Oh.
makes a little motion. Do you want to hand those over?
You see her like scramble, like, because she's just like flustered and
Disheveled.
disheveled and sweaty. She like grabs some papers that were in her pocket, and they're a little crumpled now. They're not in the most best of condition, and she just tries to straighten them out.
You found
Here
a
you go.
whole like a book ledger.
Okay, yeah. So it's like this. Yeah. Here you go.
She takes it. I see. Thank you very much for this. She tucks it between herself and her own, like, folio that she has. Thank you very much for finding this. And she looks at Thund. If you get a moment to rectify your appearance, you may join us. And she will.
Of course. Thank you, Lady Lysnari.
She turns to Thund. I think we need a moment to look at this. How long do we have? A few minutes?
Sure. You can read that fast?
Was the information you had on a particular page, dear? She opens it, but it's like nested in
You would
her
remember
notebook.
where it was.
I put a couple of little tabs. I folded
Okay.
the page.
You had time during the lift. You were like, this.
Yeah, during the lift, I'll look at the information. Master Thund, I believe we should perhaps advise the authorities of this finding.
Oh, is that bad?
Yes.
Authorities, we should just put all his laundry out during the vote.
That would make it a matter of public record, after all. She
Absolutely.
kind of grins a little bit. Actually, that's a brilliant idea.
Not to mention...
Then they can't sweep it under the rug.
Exactly. And also, it's super embarrassing for him.
As she was reading things, she was very quietly, like, relaying little highlights. Little highlights on what it is and how bad it is, so that Thend is also well aware, because he's the one who's doing the speaking. Lysnari's not. She doesn't go out on the floor. All right. So, thank you very much for this. I don't know if you want to make yourself... Were you seen?
Yes.
You may want to make yourself scarce before anybody shows up.
That would be wise.
Rocklin speaks up. I will do my best to assist with this.
Thank you, as it benefits many in the city.
And he will guide Palessa away from the courthouse. And in doing so...
Lysnari gives you like a little wave, like, sorry, I couldn't be friendlier.
Thend kind of walks up or is next to you, Lysnari, and he kind of goes, I just thought of something.
Yes.
I can't read. And wouldn't this make more sense to have someone read word for word out of the notes than just off my word, so to speak? I mean, the folks here have seen you with me for the past 20 some odd days. They know your word is as good as mine.
If you feel that is appropriate, then of course, I'm happy to help.
You've got this. Brightness.
Speeches are... I can do speeches. Speeches are fine. I didn't really have... It's fine. I prepare all of your talking points anyway.
Exactly. Now you just got to do the talking. Y'all always talking about the one and the journey. What? Just think of this as one of your journey things.
That's a really good way of putting it. All right. I will do my best. And when they inevitably ask where we got this from, I assume an anonymous charitable citizen happened upon such documents and brought them to our attention.
Lysnari,
Yes.
understand that the thing that's going to be upsetting people the most is the fact that they were losing money in this situation. They don't care where it's coming from.
True. That's true. And she's just like, oh, I'm not used to this kind of political maneuvering.
One thing you
She's
do
used to
notice in the
force of
notes,
personality politics.
right? One thing you do notice, and this is probably going to be the aha moment for both Palessa and Lysnari through the notes, and when it happened to be talking about where he's like setting up his basically insurance scheme and the pirates hitting those certain checks. Anla was not a part of this, meaning he tried to go around Samat when it comes to this deal.
Okay.
And you've known folks to go be sent to the Shattered Plains for doing even less.
Like Sasha almost was. Now, here's the thing. I can't, just above table, a question. Kanla Samat's name is more of like a whispered in back rooms name, not one that is referenced openly politically for any of these things.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
got
no,
it.
no, 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 no.
Just double checking that Kanla's not a very well known. Kanla's well known, but I mean well known in that discussed openly on record.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
She's well known. Her name just goes
But
up every once in a while.
she will know the record of this meeting because it's public.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool, perfect. Beam me up, Scotty. I'm ready for my speech.
We'll do a quick scene transition to the actual court and vote. Ravlin, Queen Finn's mediator, stands again. All of us here have brought up good points. Is before we give an actual vote, does anyone have any extra words that need to be spoken? Possibly aid or hinder the votes given?
Sorry. Oh, yeah. Does Thend have to speak for me first, or?
Just to give you the heads up. Yeah. Because though you are known, you don't have that much motion in this. Yeah.
Right.
The Tidewater Pact has found some interesting information during the recess of my aide that you all know so well. Brightness Lysnari, if you will.
She will stand up. Yes, then thank you very much. And she'll step up to, I assume it's like a lectern or something, so she can set things down. We have come into what? Oh, what?
Very quickly.
What happened? Okay.
Persuasion or leadership role. Raise the stakes.
Persuasion.
Right.
Oh no.
I will raise stakes. Okay. That is, what is that? Oh, it's plus 6. So, 15 and a complication.
You got it.
Hold on. I think I have something for this. Yes, I have, while wearing visibly presentable armor or fashionable clothing, I did say I was wearing formal clothing for these proceedings, formal, Ariali clothing. I have advantage on my first persuasion test in this scene. So I'm going to re-roll that dice.
Okay.
So that first one was...
Perfect.
That first one was a 15 total. The second one... Oh, that's so much better. 18... 24 total. Still a because I don't re-roll the plot die, right? It stays the same.
Correct.
So still the 4. Do I add 4 to that then on top of? Yeah.
Yes, you add the
Oh,
4. Yeah,
so-
the 2 and the 4, they're complications, but it also helps you get closer to your skill test passing.
28 persuasion then total with complication.
With
I normally
that,
get blanks on these.
with that, you have the floor.
Okay. Yes, we have come into possession of documents, and she will, start explaining, like, they are for... Oh, God, I'm so bad at the names. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
I didn't prepare.
Hassan Devant.
Is he a Bright Lord?
Bright Lord, yes.
Bright Lord Devant has been conducting insurance schemes and fraud. And they directly correlate to what we understand of these pirate attacks. Bright Lord Devant appears to be directly benefiting from these payouts, and seems, based on the very clear correlation here, to be the whole reason for this pirate problem we are all experiencing.
As quickly as you start to accuse him, he immediately gets ready to stand up, but his eyes dart to the ledger in which you are reading from. And very quickly, and as he tries to hide it, he's not very good at it at the moment. You see a look of recognition as he notices what you are reading from. And
I'll
he
take that
pauses.
look as acknowledgement that you recognize these papers then, Bright Lord?
I see this as a case of breaking and entering, and as he says that, there's a pause, and Ravlin speaks up. So you say that these are. This evidence is true. Well, Brightness, I don't see how that has anything to. And then at that point, shouts, kind of shouts of treason, shouts of thievery, shouts of just pure anger start going all across the co-op, all across the courthouse. Ravlin has to slam their gavel down. Order, order. Bright Lord Tashar, shard bearer as you are, I would like you to keep our friend Bright Lord Devant in custody. We will take a short recess as the rest of us will calm down before we make this final vote. Excellent work, Brightness.
Thank you.
This will be the final recess before the vote while we handle these accusations. There's another gavel slam. Then kind of nudges your shoulder. Great work, kid. As the courthouse once again begins to disperse. But in that, you also start to know, you see Tashal from the section in which most of the High Guard kind of are together in the court, gives you a nod. See a few other Tidewater Pact members, as well as some Sapphire Court members you assume to who have also been hurt pretty hard by these pirate attacks, kind of give you a nod. As
I chose a good day to wear Thalen colors.
oh, well, that'll give us a better chance of getting this vote done. Never too early to celebrate. Why don't we grab some lunch?
That sounds wonderful. And I think really the only above table, the only person I'm willing to hand this evidence off to is Tashal.
Okay, we will have you do that. And as you hand those off to Tashal, and you and Then make your way, grab some well-earned grub. We will dive back down where we see Zavran and Sasha, hopefully quietly making their way towards that center building.
Is it time for
May-
stealth checks?
Yes, please.
Oh boy.
And I will say yet again, depending on the roll, your friend can assist you with the cost of one
Assist.
focus.
Yeah.
I know depending on what kind of spren, there's a certain thing that they can help you with. So make sure you're checking
Yes.
that out too.
So I am a 23.
23, that is a pass.
That is an 8.
Oh no. Oh no.
Zavran
The
is
group
not
stealth check.
He is not a stealthy man. He is a meat mountain.
Well, I will do this actually because usually we have endeavors for this. You're
Okay.
working
Mhm,
together.
mhm.
So I will say that was Sasha's role. That's on me that I forgot that portion of it. So
Forgot endeavors are a thing.
yeah, so we will have this counted as Sasha's endeavor role for this portion. You let out a breath, and Zavran, you watch as the illumination that was covering Sasha with what you assume has to be the stormlight itself lowers.
He saw it draw out of the sphere and into them.
Mm-hmm. And you watch as they do what they're best at, which is sneaking. And you think to yourself, usually being hunted. Just so happens that this time, you don't know specifically what is hunting you. You make your way through the alleyways of this city, and it's that moment of previously you were kind of like at the distance of it, and it seemed large, but now that you're within it, it seems even larger. Now the buildings are towering over you. Now you're in these alleyways, kind of trying not to splash too loud through some of these portions that are water, noticing that other portions, entire city alleyways, are underwater. And there's a moment where you get closer to that center building. There's this vast, you wouldn't call it a lake, but it's a large body of water. And then previously you saw a ripple. This time you swear you saw a log or a bit of stone in one portion of the lake, Zavran. You turn back, and it's gone. And that same one ripple appears and vanishes.
We are being hunted.
I think so too. I don't suppose that feeling you got earlier is telling you where to go, is it?
Did you, GM, did you say it was a doorway or like a crack in the wall or something that I felt?
You felt that that building was where you needed to head next,
The one in the center.
at the center of the city. Yeah, and so
Got it.
when you guys can see the building, like in the main direction of the building, it's like a circular town hall-esque building, like at the center of the city.
Well-
But one thing that you notice, Zavran, is at the like top of it, there seems to be, similar to, you work with Fabrials all the time, similar to it should be holding something at the center of it. There are claws that kind of like extend out the top of it, and that's the portion that probably piques your interest the most, besides that feeling itself.
We have to get to that center tower.
Okay. Really quietly then.
How fast
And-
can you move?
Me? Really fast. You probably can't keep up though.
That's the point.
You want me to leave you?
Get to that center tower. I'll draw it off.
No, we don't. No one needs to draw anything off. It hasn't.
I am a
Seen us, too.
bumbling oaf. We can't keep up this facade. It knows where we are. It is biding its time. Just do that thing you just did.
I'm not worried about me.
Trust me, I'll be fine. Remember on the beach? Just like the beach.
Okay. I hope you know what you're doing. And GM, I'm
Mhm.
just going to still trying to be stealthy, but I'm just going to run like the wind.
All right, once again, give me
That's the wrong night.
Give me a what do we say? Discipline previously? Because you're trying to
Yeah.
master these. Unless, what is it? This would be abrasion, correct?
I mean, I have abrasion as a skill, so
Mhm. Yeah, activation.
yeah. And I
Oh, here we
have
go. Skate. You can skate across the ground as if it were ice. Spend
Not
2
only-
focus.
so not only that, that's if I want to use that as a free action, but I have frictionless
Gotcha.
motion, which will let me increase my movement by 10 and ignore slowed from difficult terrain. But also, if I'm empowered, I get to increase my. I'm going to enhance, which will increase my speed again. So I'm going to use investiture for that too. So I'm
Okay.
going to use some of the stormlight for that. And so that'll put my speed up to 50, 60,
Okay.
actually, movement. And I'm just going to go.
All right. So,
But I'm happy to roll abrasion. Yeah.
what I want to make sure, because I didn't bring it up previously, I apologize, is
Mhm,
going
mhm.
through this cavern, there is light. And the reason for that is previously, you guys had the cracks and openings within the mountain range. But what you notice as
Mhm.
you get further into the city is there are massive gems that are embedded into the
Oh.
walls.
Oh, okay.
And
Like,
these gems are stored with stormlight. So the assumption is when storms pass,
they fill up.
they fill up. And as of right now, that is the light that is also assisting you in understanding like where you're going within the city. That was just some description I forgot to add. I apologize. Moving
You're
back
good.
to you going 2 Gs away from Zavran. Sasha, you place 1 foot on the ground and you begin to use your abrasion surge. You add enough friction to the point where your foot feels as though it's stuck there. And at the moment you push it off, kind of like a foot placed into when you're starting on a
Just launch.
track, you launch yourself forward. That same laughter kind of like explodes out of you in the feeling as wind kind of like shoots past both you and Zavran. There is no way in which you can make this do this quietly, moving
Quietly,
that fast.
yeah.
And as you do so, some of the buildings around you kind of shake. Zavran, give me a deduction roll. You shoot past, mind you, you're using your surges. You pass
Yes.
this check. You zoom past. Some of the portions of the ground are filled with water. You get nervous for a moment, but then you just glide over the water itself. You lose control for a moment as you kind of look like you're about to ram into one of the alleyway walls, and you begin to slide up it, heading towards the center building that Zavran has been telling you about. Would you roll for your deduction, Zavran?
19.
19. At first, it's just a small crack, and it begins to grow, and that line kind of etches its way up the building. You realize this place is very old.
Oh no, I'm gonna bring the whole city down.
Ah. Good to know.
The second thing you notice, the size, like we previously stated, of a horse, the build of a flightless bird, covered in white, razor-like appendages, plates, you could call it. You've seen this creature previously, but only its
Oh
skeletal
god, it's a
form
white
within
slime.
Conla's trophies. This one is alive. This
Oh
one
dear god, we're dead.
is behind you,
Behind me?
Mhm.
Okay.
and this one notices you.
Do I notice it first?
Yes. What I'm
Is
saying
it-
is there was a loud bang. You notice, oh crap, the building's starting to break. Wait a minute, this place is not stable whatsoever. Oh, a white spine. Lovely.
How far away is it?
I would say it was stalking you guys quietly, but you guys still have a lot of distance on it. I would say it's about 50 feet away.
As he looks up at this building, as he sees the crumbling, and whether it's just the hairs on the back of his neck or it makes a sudden noise, and he looks over his shoulder to see this creature stalking him. He goes, "There you are, you storming bastard." And he sizes up against it.
Awesome. Give me a lore check. See how much you know about these creatures.
23.
23. You see it, and it looks like its eyes are looking directly at you. And then you notice its eyes start to sway. And then it lets in with it, the nostrils itself are mainly just open holes on its face, and it's just breathing in heavily, and its eyes are still looking around. You know about white spines is their eyesight not very good. It is using its smell specifically. Just so happened that there was a large bang in this area from when Sasha took off. But it still does not know you are there specifically. But you are being hunted. That's all from that moving the clock up ever so slightly.
Well, now that Sasha has some distance, Zavran is just going to big oafily run without any grace, just follow in Sasha's footsteps.
Book it. I like it. Okay.
Now that the trap has been tripped, yeah.
All right. You zoom down this alleyway, trying to catch up to Sasha. Sasha, just to make this interesting, We gotta do either agility or acrobatics or
Oh yeah,
something.
absolutely. Sure.
You are
Yeah, I love
zooming
it.
down this alleyway. I've already got you sliding on walls.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, I took parkour as an expertise just for this moment. Running on the walls, up and over buildings. Oh yeah, all of it. So I'll roll agility. Let's see. That is a wow. I actually rolled kind of low. 18. I say low, but 18.
18. Go ahead and raise the stakes.
Ooh.
Okay,
This is an endeavor. I forgot to have you over on those. That's my
that
bad.
is an advantage.
Do you want me to
Nice.
roll an endeavor as well?
Yes, please.
Okay.
As you are
0 blank.
0 blank, nice. I keep thinking of Frozone from the as you're
Yeah,
like
kind of.
gliding through.
Yeah.
One of the buildings. Thank you. One of the buildings is basically sideways and in your way, and at the last moment, you see like an opening similarly to a window, and you make yourself even smaller, and just shoot through it. There's a point where you look at the windowsill and you're like, my head's gonna hit that. And as your head makes contact with it, your the power that has you moving like this, kind of forces your head back without you being
Yeah, just
concussed, and you slide straight through. As you land, not on the ground but in water, there's this just rocketing of the water behind you as you are now gliding across it. And as you kind of slow down and understand that now in front of you, this massive like town hall building, uh, there are no doors. This is an ancient building. But you do see windows as well as openings that you can go through and try and figure out why this was calling to Zavran.
how high up are some of the windows, or are they on ground
Not
level?
like 10 feet. There's like 3 floors tops.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I would literally just like wall run up the wall, and like grab the window and try to pull myself in.
Definitely doable. You basically slide up the wall and grab it and are able to roll yourself over and inside up to the
And then
next
just
floor.
land on the floor above. What do I notice anything once I get inside? What's in here? What's this place hiding?
Mainly what you notice is a bunch of ancient, what look like the rusted remnants of fabrials. Broken, kind of bent throughout. Looking around, though, it seems as though they're all connected, as if somebody was trying to make a massive fabrial of sorts. You pause for a moment and you look back out the window. You see Zavran in the distance, kind of like, actually, no, you wouldn't because the building's in the way. Sorry, but in the way, in the direction of where Zavran is or should be, you are looking and you notice that this center building, those fabrials, kind of are built like a pipeline, kind of connects and goes out throughout the city.
Oh, kind of like a aqueduct, a little
Mhm.
bit. Okay.
Just give me a quick deduction check.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna make a deduction to see if I can figure this out. Um, I am actually going to. Yeah, you know what? I have advantage anyway. I was gonna say I was gonna have Seraphina give me advantage, but I have advantage anyway. So
Mhm. Invested. Does it say how
uh,
long that lasts?
a scene.
Sheesh, this is all one scene. We good.
So that is 22.
With a 22, all of these, uh, I'm sorry, pipes and metal bindings are all connecting and leading higher into this building, kind of meeting at the center. So you're on like the second floor because you said you slid up and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
through the window. So there's like one more floor as well as the roof. Zavran,
Yes.
you are hauling ass. You are very loud. The white spine still does not know where you are, but it is being tracked to the commotion. You are coming up to the building that Sasha shot through. It is on its side. This will be more difficult for you to climb. The problem is, you hear the white spine behind you let out this like a roar and a hiss at the same time. And it sends chills up your spine. The problem is, you hear an echo of that to the left of you.
Multiple.
Multiple white spines.
But you do have this building in front of you. If you can make it up into this building, you might be able to give yourself a little bit more space. What kind of roll would you like to make to get into this building?
So you said the building's on its side?
It is like on its side, kind of like Leaning Tower of Pisa, like slammed into another building, but it's like broken on its side.
Are there
And it's
any
like
like
blocking the way.
are there any like like balconies or anything that's kind of hanging off, like anything to grab onto?
Mhm.
So as Zavran
Absolutely.
hears the second white spine roar, he is going to throw he's gonna throw the hammer onto his back, and he's just going to like jump up and grab something that he can grab onto, and just kind of just
Heave himself up.
yeah, just pull up, just do a pull up as
Absolutely.
so I'm gonna roll
Go ahead, give me
athletics.
athletics.
Yeah,
Yeah. Plot back, please.
of course. 18 with a blank.
18 with the blank. You lift yourself up, and you feel as though the white spines themselves thought they had you. And the reason you think that is, as you leapt and like climb up there, there's a few grunts.
Yeah.
You're
Oh
making
yeah.
noise.
Oh
Things are
yeah.
breaking around you. And the one to the left that you did not see but heard, you get to see these creatures in their tactic ambush-like manner as it rushes towards where you used to be and attacks the ground in which where you were. Once it realizes you are no longer there, it does the same thing in heavy breathing and trying to understand where you went. But it seems as though they've lost where you are specifically, mainly because you're a little bit elevated from where they are.
Got it. Okay.
And you continue to make your way. Sasha, we will say you are still heading in the direction of trying to figure out what all this is.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what this Fabrial accumulation chain does. I have no idea. I would have to try to deduce somehow like what this is for.
Absolutely. You make your way to the third floor, and a portion of this is beginning to make sense. You see ancient carvings of the Dawn Chant, words that you've seen previously in notes about the heart.
Oh.
Specifically, when it comes to the heart itself, same information about basically it trying to balance something called investiture. You've heard this word from Saradin.
From Saradin, yeah.
With that, you also look at this wall-like structure is where the heart is supposed to be stationed.
So it looks like there's a place where the heart is just like inserted to fire up this mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
Who has the heart right now?
It's back at the
That is
house.
on y'all. All right.
Oh no.
With that, there's
Or would we
let's
have
see if I
taken it
want y'all
with
to.
us?
I
Would
will.
we have
You know
left
what?
it? Didn't we
I
hide
don't
it
know.
in the
We
furnace?
hid it in the fort.
Yeah,
Yeah, we hid
yeah.
in the floorboards.
Or in behind the cooled coals of the forge.
Yes.
That's where we
Let
hid it.
Yeah.
Let it be known, all this stuff is broke. Like it was, you guys weren't gonna place it in there, and then everything was
And
gonna
have
start
everything
shining
work
and working.
anyway.
But with that, you understand this is like where it was stationed. Another thing that you notice is that the heart within the dawn chant that you're looking at in this space looks different. There are 3 orbiting metal structures around it. And because you are at this point an expert at the dawn chant, most of you are because you guys have been studying that book for so long, you know it to be 3 metals: aluminum, bronze, and copper. And then there is information about communing with the wind when using its activation.
Sasha's like, what in the storms does this mean?
At
Thought
this
it was an
point,
ancient
oh,
civilization. I might have written better instructions.
Zavran, you make your way to the building.
The same floor or a different building?
First floor.
First floor. Got it.
You're like at the entrance of the
Mhm.
building by now. What is your speed?
25.
25.
Oh my god, I run more than twice as fast. Jesus.
You know what? I'm going to do a perception roll for the white spines. See
Do it.
if they have a speed of 40.
Cool. Oh yeah.
Ha ha ha, I'm in danger.
Anything using oh no, there it is. Was it smell? Enhanced senses. The white spine gains an advantage on
Oh god,
non-attack
there's a
tests
stat
that
block.
rely on smell. Yes, it's a stat point. That is a 5. Plus
We like
makes it
that. We like
11.
that. Yeah, roll terribly, GM.
Okay, I'm using the Cosmere dice. I got the one that has an opportunity on it.
Oh boy.
Is that a crit?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Zephyrin,
Yes.
you make it to the building. That rhythm has turned from an annoyance to a shout of urgency. There's something here that you need to know. I haven't heard from Sasha, but you assumed them to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said previously, there are no doors. These are just openings, basically. You see like a stairway to the side, but in doing so, you also hear the thumping, very quick thumping. Dum, 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 dum. And you see to your side one of the white spines charging towards you. What would you like to do? Because if it does not get to you, probably get to Sasha eventually.
How far is it?
Say 30 feet.
Hmm. Could it be 25 feet?
You know what, Zavran? Because it's running towards you, we can make it 25.
So funny.
Realizing that there's two of them, and what you said resonates with him. He does think that if he does not confront this thing and it gets to Sasha, and they are, look, they might be quick, but Sasha's just a little scamp.
Little scamp.
So he'll meet it head on.
You charge towards what could possibly be your death.
Mm-hmm.
You hear in the back of your mind, it's not Rollin's voice. That same sound, it's in that same tone as that rhythm that you previously felt. The words. You think back. If you were at the Shattered Plains, if you could make it where your parents were, what you would have done to keep them safe from those bandits. And you made that oath to never let anyone else you cared about experience that type of pain, that type of hurt. If you had a chance to.
Mm-hmm.
You charge towards what might be your death, Zavran.
And as he charges and he raises the hammer over his right shoulder to bring it down, with every charge, every step, every heartbeat, life before death. 1, 2, 3 step, strength before weakness. Journey before destination. As the hammer, after that last word, comes swinging down at the white spine.
A bright light blasts into you, Zavran, as you take a deep breath after finishing those words, and those massive gems that are embedded into the wall, the stormlight from them is pulled out and into you. You swing your hammer, and as you do, you hear that same voice. These words are accepted. Child of stone. And as you swing the hammer down, the stone from the building next to you is pulled like liquid across, as if the hammer itself is pulling it off the wall, and blends itself and creates a wall in front of you, in front of the white spine, as it collides with it full force, as it becomes solid and crashes full speed into it. And we will be right back after this short break.
Fuck you, Greg.
Yeah.
Whew.
Get your snacks, get your drinks, get hydrated. I have to pee so bad.
Go piss, girl.
Oh, piss girl.
We'll be right back. And who knows? Those Knights Radiant are just popping out of here like rock buds. Who knows who's next, you know?
Uh-oh. I'm in
Alright.
danger.
We'll be right back. And we're back. Woo! All right. Let me get these announcements out the way so we can hop back in this. Okay. Tomorrow, Blood Money, world premiere. Be there. Can't be there. That's cool though. YouTube.com/MagiRPG. You'll see the show on there. And then if you want to talk to us, go ahead and hop in our Discord with the same name. Also, we will not be having a Dying Storm episode next week. We'll be taking a week off, and then we will have our Dying Storm Part 1 finale the 12th of February.
Correct.
All right. With that being said, Palessa, you and Rocklin have found yourselves kind of on one of the docks, kind of watching a ship getting ready to set sails into the Longbrow Straits and probably further off headed to Carbron or Azir or all the way to the west side of Roshar. And you kind of sit there, keeping to yourself, kind of see Cypher in the distance, kind of examining people and things. You were told to complete a task by Saradin, and though some things went wrong, you were successful. And as you're having these thoughts to yourself, you hear this suits you. You call yourself in Ardent. Are Ardents usually spies? This is Rockland speaking.
Not typically. No.
When Saradin gave you your task, what was your first thought?
Um, well, a little nervous to start, but once I got through the stomach knots, I was excited.
The listeners sent many of us out after the Alethi king was assassinated. They knew we would have to deal with struggles against the humans. The ones who stayed home understood that it could possibly be a death sentence. There was a trust in individuals like myself to find an axe hound kind of shoots by.
Oh. No, they were in the docks.
They wanted to find something, anything, shards, allies. They trusted us to find hope. And every day I am here and not there is another day that I have to hope myself that we can survive. I've been doing this for 6 years, Palessa. And if I'm honest, until recently, hope is the only thing that was keeping me going.
Is that still the case? Hope?
Recently. The singers here have been different. Previously, they would look at me and give me the same look as if they were looking at a human. The singers, they can't hear the rhythms similar to you. But recently, something's changed. And though I only have hope for my fellow listeners back home, I think I have more for the singers here. Something's coming. Something that's spreading, that changes the rhythms. They seem different. This probably all seems different to you.
I wouldn't say different because that seems to be what everybody is saying. That something is coming. And for the longest time, I thought it was just something to dismiss. It was lunacy, heresy. But I feel it too. Maybe it's more subtle, but I understand.
What would you do if your gods showed themselves after all these years?
Well, I think I'd have a lot of questions.
If mine did, I would only have fear and anger. And when he says fear and anger towards his gods, the first thing you think of is, well, that's heresy. But then, Palessa, you remember the moment where you were alone after a high storm, and everyone you loved and cared about was dead in front of you. And though you had questions for your gods as to why this happened, there was a lot of fear and anger as well. Roll me a perception check, please.
Perception. There it is. Okay. 16.
16. You look into Rockland's eyes as you both kind of find that connection in a very dark conversation. And across his shoulder, walking down the docks, you see that Carboranthian pirate you saw at the meeting with the Sons of Honor.
Oh.
He's walking with a group of individuals, heads down. You caught him in a moment of him putting a hood over his head and walking away from the co-op.
Where? Sorry. This is the ones that was
They were the
at that.
pirates. These are the pirates.
Yeah. Okay. The bad meeting, or not the
Mhm.
bad meeting. Okay. I feel like maybe we're like, me and Rockland are like having this deep conversation, like sitting next to each other talking, and then Palessa just like looks over, and I'm gonna lock in on this individual, see where they're going.
Absolutely. They start walking down the docks for a moment. You also notice this happened. This whole conversation was happening as the co-op itself in the court was dispersing. You're like,
And
that was a quick vote, and then the
Yeah.
dispersion happened.
I assume I'm out of my previous garb and back to normal Palessa at
If you
this
would
point.
like to,
Yes, I would have liked to have disguised.
de-disguise.
De-disguised.
This disguise. All right. Yes, you are back in your ardent garments. If you would like to. But yes,
Yep.
you see them walking away from that area. But they,
Maybe I should,
with a 16, you can tell they look like they're up to no good.
maybe I should have kept that disguise. Now I'm thinking about it. I could see what they're up to.
You have someone else who could also see what they're up to if you're worried about being noticed.
Yeah. I'll hold that thought. I think I see some individuals over there that, and then I like tap my shoulder. Hey, Cypher.
Yeah. Yes.
You.
Cypher's on the dock, but like spinning around like they were previously, and they're like, "Ah, the signal. When you tap your shoulder, I know you assume I'm on it, speaking to me." Understood.
Yes. Yeah, you're catching up. You're catching on quite well. See that individual over there? The unseemly looking sort. They were at the meeting that we were at the other day. I would like to see where they're off to. Maybe you could do a
Probably
little.
go. Oh, you would like me to follow them?
Yes, you're very good at that, you know?
I enjoy watching humans work.
Yes, and these humans are pirates. So they're probably up to no good.
Possibly piracy.
Yes.
I will see. And they zip off down the docks. Lysnari, you and Then have found a wonderful little lunch tavern you guys go to all the time after co-op meetings. He's digging into one of the multitudes of shelled sea cuisine here on the docks.
Super used to
His
that.
his is a little more spicy. I don't know. Are you doing spicy or sweet today?
Oh, yeah, I guess I haven't really given that much thought. Is that even a thing in Erie? I don't know. I think she'll get like whatever sounds good and give it a try, and if, you know, Probably more on the sweet side.
Okay, absolutely. You
Yeah.
have like a soup as well as I think of sweet seafood. Uh it's more of like baked goods added with a sea dish.
To kind of cut it, yeah.
Ben is ecstatic. He is excited digging into his meal. Oh, when Mar hears about this, the crew's gonna be excited. Things are looking up. We're gonna be able to help with all the refugees we can. Who was that you were talking that found that evidence?
A friend?
All right. Keep your secrets. You've changed Thalena's government system with those trade routes. If it were any, I don't even understand how our economy would work in the direction that Devant was thinking.
It wouldn't. Not for others.
My Baps was a lot like Devant. He thought that Thalen's merchants, seafaring folk, Thalen's only. And I always had a difficult time wrapping that portion of, I don't know, living in general around my head. You'd say I was slow as a troll all the time. But every step of my life, from meeting my wonderful gem heart, Audazian. My gem heart was sick myself. Carbranthians were able to save my life. 2 apprentices. Iriali, Carbranthi.
She kind of perks up like, oh, I'm your apprentice? Should I start calling you Babsk?
I don't know if I should be calling you that. That speech up there, it worked so well.
I grew up in a fairly political climate, so I've had a lot of practice.
Life experience in other cultures. That is the practice, right?
It is.
And if you hinder yourself to only knowing one thing, I think you lose so much in the whole experience.
I agree. And I think when people need help, all of those other things, they don't matter. Differences, where we're from, what we do. Everyone should be treated well.
And I know for a fact that I'm going to make sure every moment of my life that's happening. If I have anything to say about it.
Here, here. And she'll raise her little drink to him.
Yeah. Oh, wait, can we have some more drinks here? We're here to celebrate. No one answers.
I look up curiously, because normally it's a bustling place.
You notice there are a few people here. But the employees are gone. At that moment, your heart drops as you hear the door shut and lock. What's
I
going
look
on
to
here?
Fen. What's happening? Did the
Oh
door
no, I'll
just
go.
lock?
I'll go check things out. Everybody, calm down. You kind of hear people murmuring and like looking around. "Hey, everybody, calm down, calm down. And he kind of places a hand on the door. You also notice all the windows are shut as well. Kind of slams his shoulder into the door. It's not budging. There's something. There's something what's in front of the. And as he does that, you hear a whine of wood kind of being twisted or splintering, and then there's a crack. This restaurant itself is on the dock, and you feel the floor beneath you lean to the side, and everyone begins to slide down in a diagonal angle as the entire building slams into the water beneath. I need you to make athletics or agility.
Oh no!
Oh, what the hell?
Okay. Buildings are toppling. Okay.
Uh,
You said what were the options? Agility or athletics?
Yes, or unless you can argue something else for me.
Lysnari's physical skills are not really there. I'm just gonna pick the one I actually have a bonus in, which is agility. Raising the stakes as well, you said?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's cocked. I kind of want to take it though, because it's a really good number. That's an 18 on the die plus 1, 19.
Okay,
And
what
an
you get on the
opportunity.
opportunity? Okay,
Yeah.
you are able to slide down with the other customers that are kind of like screaming. Tables are falling past you. A chair is about to hit you, and you are able to roll out the way, and it slams into the side of the building itself, basically.
I think she's scared. She's sputtering. Cole!
As you shout
What's happening?
"Cole," you kind of grab onto the bar, which is now like on its side,
Mhm.
or basically a ledge you can hold onto.
Just
Uh, Then, who is at the door, the way that the building fell on its side, he's gonna go from one end all the way to the bottom. I'm just gonna make a
no.
roll.
No!
Where'd my die go?
No,
Okay.
I can't kill Chris's Babsk. I must
That's an
save
8.
this man. I must
Uh,
save this man. Oh no.
then tumbles down. His head hits the side of like a table that was also falling, and he slams into the wall at the bottom of um, the building on its side. Everything stops for a moment. People are like groaning. Some people are holding their arms and shoulders. There's some crying. And there is a slow sound of water kind of draining, or I'm sorry, pouring into the building.
Oh no.
As
Is
this is
Cole
happening,
there?
oh,
Yeah.
uh, brightness. It seems as though this entire building is sinking.
What
Palessa,
do I do?
as you send Cypher off, um,
it's these
there
damn pirates, isn't it?
there is a moment in which Cypher disappears for a moment. There is a shout, like a scream, and it sounds exactly like the scream you heard previously last episode, which tells you that's probably Cypher. You run in the direction that you saw Cypher going, and as you do, you 3 or 4 hooded individuals run past you. And what you witness is this like restaurant shack that's kind of like on the docks on the side of basically above, kind of like above the water, because there's a few spots that people can kind of like sit on the edge and look out into the water and whatnot. Nobody is there at the moment, and you watch as the entire building, there are splints at the bottom, kind of look like they're holding on to a thread. Basically, they snap, and the building falls to its side into the water, and then slowly but surely it is beginning to sink.
Holy shit. Can am I able to see what was I able to see what caused this by chance?
Yes, you notice that the the as it's broken off, basically like broken off the edge of the dock. Now you can see that the stumps that it was on are basically broken.
Hmm.
The amount of to go into this like thoroughly, you're assuming foul play right now because a bunch of people ran away from the scenario. You just saw the pirates, but your instincts right now are going, this is foul play, but your other instincts are going, that building's sinking. You're hearing shouts.
Yes. Yes, I have to help people. So like I take for a moment, I'm like, I'm a little shocked. I'm like, how did this happen? And then it like hits me that there are people in that building. I yell back to Rocklin, we
He
have to help.
oh, rope, and he'll try and collect some rope. You notice the doors themselves on this building that is like now on its side have these large planks that are kind of like in the way of them, that are like hooked in, like somebody was locking up the building and then they left it like this. But at the moment right now, all of that is like sideways in the ocean. So in order to get to the door to try and get that off, you would have to leap off the dock onto the building that is sinking.
Okay. That's what I'm. Once he comes with like the rope, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna ask you. So you tell Rocklin that.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. No, but yes.
He ties the rope around you. Ties the rope around himself. As that's happening and you're preparing for that, Lysnari, you are like getting your balance sort of, but the whole building sideways.
Oh no.
Oh my
It is
gosh.
slowly sinking. You're noticing water coming into the building.
Oh no, this is so
Ben
scary.
is like holding his head.
Oh no.
It seems as though he is concussed because he's not really talking to anybody. There's another like citizen within the building, like, hey, are you okay? Like kind of checking on him, but lots going on. People are panicking.
Lord.
I am looking around. Is there any kind of way up or out away from the water?
There was the door that Then was trying to get to. The windows on the side, you notice that they're all shut. Obviously, the windows that are further, like in the lower section of the building, you do not, well, not shattered, but you don't want to open them even if you could.
No.
Because they'd be full of water. But the ones on the edge, like, you see some people trying to get out through those, but they just lead to, like, they're not very large windows, as well as some of them won't budge either.
Okay, I'm gonna run, run, haha. I'm gonna move to wherever up is, like, away from water, to a window, and, I think she's gonna, like, wrap her hand in her sleeve and try to, like, break the glass, Oh wait, I might have. Wait, my staff would be on me. It would be in my bag. I use the staff to do that.
All right.
Because it folds.
So, what I will say is, and this is just a Rosharian lore thing. Usually not glass windows.
Huh?
Because of high storms.
Never mind. So it doesn't break.
But you're good.
Then.
You're good. It's a wooden window. It's a wooden window. That's the only thing. You can still try to break the window. You don't want glass windows.
I'm imagining glass. I didn't even think about that.
You're completely fair. That's me. There's my one actually I get to do tonight, guys.
I don't. Did they ever talk about that in the
Sorry.
book? Anyway, I'm bashing this thing open using my staff. I don't care if it damages the staff or not. People need to
Absolutely.
get out.
That's either going to be an attack or you can do an athletics check.
I'm hitting a wall. Hopefully, I hit it. Or do I just roll damage?
You can try for damage. Go for it.
Okay.
I would like let's say
Do you want an attack roll? I can do it.
8 damage to try and break this.
8 damage. Well, I can't do that even if I roll max, because it's 1d6 plus 1. I can only roll up to 7.
But you have to swing twice. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. First one is 5 damage. Second one is only 2. I just
Okay.
I'm looking for coal. What do I do? It's not breaking. Where do I go?
As you're saying that to Cole, in the time it took you to like damage this window, the water is now, I would say, like a fourth of the building itself. All the people who are like on the edge are now starting to try and climb and drag those they can like further up.
Oh no.
The building's like doing that whining again. It's still holding on to the dock.
Oh,
You
no.
wonder how long it's going to be holding on to the dock until it like snaps and just falls into the ocean. After that,
Yeah.
Palessa, you actually hear Lysnari shouts for Cole. Now you know that Lysnari's in this building. During that, you are preparing to leap across over to.
Yes.
All right. What'd you like to use?
Agility?
Absolutely.
Okay. Should I raise the stakes?
Yes.
I feel like this is one of those moments.
I believe you also on attack rolls, Lysnari, I believe you use raise the stakes as well, correct?
No, because you told me to roll damage.
Okay, cool. Oh, just damage. That's right. Thank you.
12, and that's a blue.
Okay, that's an opportunity. Would you like to roll again? Because that 12 is a failure.
Yes. I would like to. Let's try again. 13.
Palessa, you get your footing. You run across. I think you've, like, you're an artist. You've been studying. You know?
Yeah.
You know the math of this. You know the range in which you need to make the jump.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not athletic, so your body doesn't move the way that your mind has it planned out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for you, you don't know if it was a Kremling or some creme in general, but you slip. And you don't get as much distance as you thought you would. You leap across to the building and you miss the door. You begin to slide and you grab onto the edge of the building at the feet of the door. Rockland is still holding on to you, and he kind of like wraps the rope around a wooden post to like hold on. But he's stuck, making sure you don't fall into the ocean.
Yeah. Can I use a cryptic ability?
What is that?
Well, I guess actually no, that's not really gonna help. Test assistance, knowledge, oath encouragement. I gain an advantage on my next test to face self-doubt, fear, or anything else that stems
Okay.
from my obstacle.
So with that, I feel as though there's a lot of self-doubt in Palessa right now as she's hanging off the side of a building after a plan that she had ready to go.
And I don't really have much upper body strength. As somebody who's trying to do
hear-
pull-ups herself, I want to try to pull myself up, but
You hear as that self-doubt begins to go through you. For the first time, Cypher sounds worried. Oh, this feels familiar. And this is the moment you realize the figure, the creature that you were talking to years ago during that high storm has been with you ever since. Palessa,
That was you?
Palessa, as your grip is like starting to wane. Give me, for your trying to fight your own self-doubt, give me a discipline roll.
Discipline. I have +4 to this, so come on. I rolled a 10.
Okay, question. Is that one of the roles that your friend can help you with? Because that's what you brought up.
Yeah.
Self-doubt. This is a roll for self-doubt, so you have advantage on this roll.
Oh, I do have advantage, yes.
Yes.
It
That was me
doesn't-
playing that
it's-
out for you. I'm sorry.
I see. Yeah, because knowledge and experience. Yeah, like I think she can help me with like knowledge based things. But let me just reroll this. Discipline. 22.
And with that, Palessa, you gain a grip on this. Now you're holding onto the ledge and the door. And you think to yourself, if this was anything but a door, and you go into your mind's eye, disappear, and find yourself in Shadesmar.
Oh,
We head back down. Zavran, you've created a wall.
Oh, me? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were thinking back down to Lysnari in the water. Sorry, okay.
I got a lot of bouncing around to do.
That's fine. No, that's fair. That's fair.
You created a wall. The white spine immediately slams into the wall. There is a howl of pain from this creature as its tusks that were protruding from its mouth are piercing through the wall, and one kind of gets so close to your throat. And you have a moment of composure, then shock and awe of what just happened. Did you do that?
Did I just make this wall? As these spines.
And you hear a snap. And the tusks are still embedded into the wall, but you hear like a large creature kind of fell over and onto the ground. You turn and look at the white spine on the ground, and going at that speed and immediately impacting into a wall, parts of it are bent in awkward ways. And then one of its arms falls off. And you don't know the anatomy of a white spine. But you look at the arm and you see small tendrils protruding from it. Look a little bit harder. They're like the legs of gremlins? Before you can think about it, you hear the roar of the second white spine. That white spine, I will say, is at half health, the one that's on the ground. But you notice it's slowly moving, and you hear the terrible sounds of cracking of bones. I'm sorry, carapace, as it seems to be. Is it reshaping itself right in front of you?
with what just happened and having one of these creatures out of commission for the time being, whatever it's doing, if it's reforming itself or what, Zavran will take this chance to run and find Sasha. Because he saw there was two, and he only sees one.
This wall is big. It's gonna take some time for the other, like the other white spine will have to like wedge itself around or jump over.
Sure.
So you have time. You beeline it over to Sasha. We're literally gonna hop straight to that. Zavran, you make it up a couple flights of stairs. You see Sasha in front of this. I left you at like where all the information was. So
Where
you're on
yeah,
the third
where all
floor.
of the fabrials were.
Right, and you easily enough you see the same thing that Sasha saw. But go ahead.
Doesn't sound great out there.
There's two of them. What have you found? We have moments.
It's 3 metals: copper, bronze, and aluminum. Something about communing with the wind when activated. And there's a bunch of fabrials that work together, and the heart powered them all. But I don't know what we need here to make the heart work. But maybe if we look at how this works, maybe we can figure out what the heart needs to work properly. I don't know.
So you're telling me you need time?
I'm telling you that I think you need time. You're a much better artifabrian than me.
Good. Then we fight.
Oh, that wasn't what I had in mind, but sure, yeah. Let's kill 2 white spines.
1.5. One's already pretty messed up.
I'll distract one of them, and
no, this is what we're gonna do. And like,
okay,
when he it's like an order, like a military order. They are down there 2 floors. They will come up these stairs. I will stand here. I need you to flanking maneuvers. Like, have you ever seen cavalry move?
Yeah, I know basic military history. Yeah.
Great. I will be the vanguard. You're the cavalry.
Okay.
They should be up here any minute. Hope you're ready.
Okay.
And Zavran kind of like sizes up the doorway where he came in.
Are you at the top of the step, or are you waiting like in the room?
Waiting in the room.
Okay. Yes. Sasha.
GM, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
On a scale of building about to completely fall apart right now versus like super sturdy, like how is this place?
I'm glad you asked that, Sasha. You guys are halfway through that clock.
Okay.
A full
Sasha,
if you guys were to have a full combat with these creatures,
we'll collapse the building. Yes. So,
not just the building, this whole city.
Oh, that's how fragile this is.
Yes.
So Sasha has a
Okay.
plan.
I did not realize it was that fragile.
You are completely fine.
Probably also
Sasha
doesn't
has
help that I just pulled stone off of a wall to make another wall. That probably didn't help its structural integrity. Yeah. Okay.
Sasha has a plan, but it will involve the structural integrity of this place maybe not being that good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to damage the stairs leading up to the 3rd floor enough that the white spine's weight alone will make them collapse so that they will not be able to get up here and fall.
Love it. Give me a deduction roll.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay, those were not very good, so this plan might not work out that well. That was a 20.
A what?
12.
12. All right. Two things. You place your hands on the steps. You hear Seraphina. Very fragile. This will work.
I thought so.
Very, very well. As that happens, Zavran, where are you at?
If Sasha goes to the stairs and like is doing their own thing,
They're just preparing a trap, basically.
got it.
That's all.
Yeah, you can tell I'm like leaning down on the stairs and I look like I'm trying to figure out how to take the stairs apart. Or sabotage them somehow. It's pretty clear what I'm doing.
Also, the second thing I forgot. There's now a constant like current throughout, not just this building, but like the whistling of wind throughout this cavern.
Oh.
With you only got a 12, but that's something you notice.
What are you
Okay,
trying to do?
okay. I think I can make the stairs collapse under their weight.
Are you trying to hurt them or just buy us time?
Yes. Both.
Davin, what are you trying to do?
I can make stone stairs collapse a lot easier.
The blunt way.
Or I just moved stone. You don't know
Already
that.
stoneboard. Yeah.
I don't know that.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me just read the rules here. We're new to this, all right?
Pretty
We have to learn
cool.
our
It's
skill.
pretty cool. Go
No,
for
no.
it.
So I have a different way, a very similar way, but different. It's so funny how we have opposite approaches to the same problem.
It's cohesion and tension.
Yes, those are the two. Sorry, Demiplane is
I am
super
thinking about
slow.
using.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got you.
Demiplane's been rough. I am thinking about using division.
You want me to read it? I've got it up.
No, I got it here.
Okay.
Okay, who you want? Go ahead. You had the idea, Frank. You take it.
Yeah. So Sasha's gonna lean down and look to Seraphina's little spark in the wall and say, "Okay, my friend, let's take something apart." And Sasha's going to put their hand down in like key places on the staircase, like kind of like reaching down, and is going to attempt to use division to fracture the internal parts of these stairs so that they'll drop under weight.
Absolutely. You just pay with investiture for that, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. That is what happens. Zavran, what are you doing?
If Sasha tells him this plan, like
Yeah,
if we
I'd
just
say I think I can make the stairs collapse when they come up. I think.
okay. Well, I'll be here in case it fails.
All right.
And cavalry. And I'll move around to go behind in case they don't fall.
Okay. And with that, I need an evens odd roll from Zavran. Which one are you, Zavran?
Evens.
Evens? Go ahead and roll that.
Oh, that didn't work. 1 second. I rolled a raise the stakes roll, but it rolled a 0. Of course it rolls a 0.
Well, that's even technically.
Is it?
A 0?
I don't know how. Is 0's even or odd? I don't know. Okay, it's gonna be.
Evenly nothing. No.
Right?
Neither
Yeah.
in
We're all-
mathematics.
We're not playing. We're not doing math. Oh, it's an odd.
We're not
It's
math
one.
days on this
Yeah,
channel,
right.
I'll tell you
Okay.
that.
It's a
Duly
1.
noted.
It's a 1.
Zavran.
Yep.
You hear it, the same hissing roar up the first flight of steps. You hear it going through that room, beelining straight towards, making that same huffing sound, following your scent. You see it at the bottom of the steps. It starts climbing up those steps. You ready your weapon. The stairs underneath, brittle stone, more brittle than you assumed. It begins to collapse. They begin to fall down further into the building. A crack branches from the steps to the floor. Foundation of the side of this building seems to be more sturdy than the center. That branch passes you as if it's about to take out the center of this portion of the building where Sasha is standing. You watch as Sasha begins to fall down along with the white spine. Lysnari,
Oh my god. Oh.
Okay. All right.
you find yourself now sinking.
Uh-huh. And no way out.
The door is kind of broken out. You can kind of see people are on the docks, like, safe hand to mouth. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Just commotion and everything. Some
Of course.
sailors as well as dock workers are trying to uh, assist in some way. They're getting ropes and shouting across the way. You don't know if they'll be able to help in time.
How's Thend looking?
He's holding on to someone, and it's kind of, even in this concussed state, he's looking to those around him. It's gonna be okay. So it's all right. Come on. And he's like pulling and pushing people higher up out of the water. He himself is around waist deep within this water.
Oh no. Okay. So this feels like a really bad time. Good thing I know how to swim, I guess. Sorry. Cole has been no help, of course. So
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's right. I need to bring Cole in. No, I'm sorry.
I was like, what do I do?
Mistress,
Help me.
you called. This seems like a very dire situation.
What do I do?
Well, in studying on the Else Callers, you have the possibility of possibly
Going somewhere that's not here?
exactly, in which you would be able to save yourself from this situation.
Just me?
Well, of course, mistress, you have not met the requirements in the ideals to be able to traverse with others. That is much, much further beyond. You have yet to start the first ideal, in all honesty. As he's talking, one of the windows breaks and water just starts to pour into the building.
No! She's like freaking out. Can I make the water not water?
Possibly, mistress. The problem is, as you see more water starts to that is a large order. As you start screaming, other people are panicking and they start screaming. Thend is trying to calm people down, but he's holding his head as, you're concussed. You hear loud noises. It's going to be bad.
Yeah, I'm a good swimmer, I guess. How close, like how much space is there in here left?
Oh, you still got like 60% of this building.
Okay. I'm going to help Thend help people, and try to pull these folks from from where the water is and have them move up as much as possible. I want to help Thend. Because Lysnari just feels like she's floundering here. Even if she did know the words, she doesn't have the powers to stop this and help people. So yeah, she's gonna help people. Keep trying to break open this window.
Absolutely. There's two. Give me a deduction roll.
Yeah, I'll take deduction. Am I raising the stakes or is it regular?
Raising the stakes.
Okay.
Chris echoing.
Deduction. I just got a bonus on that. Oh, that's terrible. That's a natural 1, +4, 5 with a blank on the opportunity die.
Oh boy.
Okay. With that, it's less of the building itself is sinking, but more of everyone in here is in full panic mode. You and Then are trying to get everyone to like stay calm, but the claustrophobia of being stuck in this building, as well as it being pulled down, and people getting the realization of, if we don't leave, this whole thing is going to sink to the bottom of Roshar. And that is what's taking control of most of the people in this space, and you do not have a hold of it as of right now. You do notice your idea of possibly swimming down into the water and going through some of those openings might be a good move. The problem is, once this building starts to sink, it's going to start pulling people down, even if they get out. Just the inertia of the water.
I'm gonna look to the person who's helping fend and say, just everybody get as high up as you can. I already started trying to break that window open, and she immediately turns around and runs towards the water and jumps in.
Okay, give me a leadership roll.
Heck yeah. I have a +5 to that, so hopefully this will be better. Nice! That is a 21 with a complication, so 21 plus 4, 25 words, numbers.
25 with a complication, got it.
Yeah.
That individual kind of nods as you seem to be calm and with like locked in. Once you dive in the water, they basically go, okay, well, they're doing their due diligence. I gotta lock in somewhat, and they start helping Then as well as others in this situation.
I like throw off whatever robe I was wearing and dive in so that I can swim properly.
Absolutely. You don't get to see that as you dive in and you rip your robe off. Calm down. You just begin to start swimming down, and one of the tassels on your clothing gets snagged on the window while you're underneath water.
Damn it. Okay.
Palessa. You are in Shadesmar. On solid ground. You have in your hand a sphere. And that sphere says something to you. I open, I close, I lock, I secure, I invite. My entire existence is a door for others. Why would you want me to change? Next to you, an obsidian figure with a symbol, a face that's ever changing of different glyphs and symbols that keep moving. And you hear a very familiar voice reach out of them. No, it's like before, Palessa. Door, change the door.
Change the door. Can I try to change it?
Why must I change? The little sphere of the door, the spirit, the soul of the door asked you. Why should I change? If I'm not a door, how will people journey to their next place? How will they know where the exit is, where the entrance is, if I am not a door? I fear change.
Maybe the door just needs to be opened.
You want me to open, but I am blocked. Something is blocking me. And you think back to the large piece of wood that is blocking this door. And at thought of that, one of the spheres lights up in this sea of spheres in front of you. You reach out and grab that one. I am sturdy, solid. Why do you wish me to change, as this image of a block of wood is in your head? You are speaking to the soul of that block of wood that is blocking the door.
Because you are blocking the way. I need you to be somewhere else.
I do not move. There are souls depending on me to complete this job. Others are depending on me. If I change, I will fail them.
Just so I'm understanding correctly,
Absolutely.
this is the like this is the piece that's blocking the way.
The door.
Right?
It's
The
there was a
door,
piece
yeah. So
of
I
a block
want
of
it.
wood that was blocking the door. It's
I
very
want it to
heavy.
move. Yeah.
You want it to either move. This goes back to when previously, when you were in this scenario, it was the soul of air itself, and you were asking it to turn into a wall to defend your friends. So when these things are asking you to change, or asking you why they should change, you have been brought to this place to change these things. Cypher kind of leans in and places these stone-like hands on your shoulders in a way that is trying to be supportive. Cypher doesn't know how to do that, so they're kind of shaking you. Persuade them. Tell them how much fun they will be to be the water, sand,
A feather.
a feather.
Aren't you tired of being so solid and sturdy? Wouldn't you rather be as light as a feather floating through the air? Wouldn't you like to experience something different? See what it's like.
I am, and you kind of hear the whimper in the soul of this piece of wood. I'm afraid to see what else is out there.
I'm afraid too, but if you don't like it, you can always go back.
What if I can't? Because everything will be different. Pausing from the shaking and kind of stilling themselves, Cypher whispers, "The words, Palessa. I think they need to hear the words. They are scared, but they hear the screams. They want to help." You think back to the screams you heard of your friends and how much you wanted to help.
The words. I'm not gonna cry. Here I am getting all emotional.
Yeah.
I think Palessa would think to that moment of trying to help her friends. And it would just come to her. Like only way she could explain it is divine intervention. Life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination.
And as you say those words, plank of wood, palms. I will be strong for them. And you appear. You lift yourself up from holding on to the edge of this building. Your hand placed on the plank of wood. The stormlight from the spheres on your side immediately reach your fingertips. Plank disappears, flutters into one singular feather, and drifts off into the ocean sky. The doorway is no longer locked. You open the door, and you look down into the building itself. A multitude of citizens of Thalen City look up and see a glowing ardent
Okay.
leading to their exit. And as that happens, the last groan and snap hits the building, and and it begins to sink down into the ocean. The exit is opened. Water is now more than half, if not 40 to 30% in this building as you're trying to help people get out. Zavran, you watch as Sasha plummets down with the two white spines. Everyone is prone. Sasha, I need you to, we're going to do a contested roll on how fast you can get up compared to these two white spines.
So agility.
Mhm. They rolled horrendously.
Okay, I didn't roll that great either. 16.
You're good. They rolled a 2 and a 5.
Okay.
You look down. Yeah, they fell, what did I say? Like 3 stories? 3rd floor?
Yeah.
You look down, the one is completely mangled. It's like split in half. It looks like it fell on a building and like split in two. And you see those same tendrils kind of on each side of them. And then you see a smaller piece of it lift up and scurry away.
So like broke in half, and the one of the halves run away.
No, a smaller piece. There's the two halves, and then one is like a smaller piece, like a finger or something,
Got it.
got up and like little legs peeled off of it, and it began to crawl away.
I have no idea how to explain that. That's weird.
That's fair. But
And
the other one is not split in half, and it is beginning to get up. As well as in the distance, remember when I said that there was a pool of water?
oh yes, oh joy.
There seems to be something within the water, very large, kind of swimming, pacing back and forth.
I'm going to shout up to Zavran. I'm okay. Figure out how to fix the heart. I'm gonna distract this thing.
With this destruction of this building, the big clock, the quarter of the way. I'm sorry, 3/4 of the way full.
Oh, goody.
With oh,
You got
with Sasha saying that they're all right and to tell him to find out more of the details of this tower. He's gonna run to the ledge and look down to make sure Sasha is in fact all right. And if they are, he's going to run back into the room and kind of just look for. He's gonna look for like a piece of parchment and try to like sketch the mechanism.
Okay, the parchment would be on you then.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no way there's no parchment.
Oh
in
yeah,
this
this is all
building.
old. Oh yeah.
This is old as sin,
I
dude.
think I actually do have. Come on,
As do I.
Demiplane. Yeah, paper or parchment. Yep, I have. I have 5.
All of these are like carved into the wall. Everything that Sasha was reading. So if you want to, with the expertise in like Master Artifabrian, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah,
You can definitely get these. Either you can
because if this
sketch it out.
if this building's gonna collapse, he wants at least some semblance of how it works.
Absolutely. You can definitely sketch that out. The information that Sasha gave you, you find it there. Give me a quick deduction roll.
$14 with a complication.
All right, with a
Oof.
14 with a complication, this city had a purpose. You don't know what that purpose was, but it had something to do with the heart. It wasn't just a place in which people lived. They were trying to do something here, you assume. The complication is that so much sound and destruction has happened in a place that has been so silent for so long that you've awakened something that has been sleeping for a very long time. Sea creatures are things that you see out in the ocean, usually at a distance, because your Babs knows how to stay away from trouble.
Mm-hmm.
One of those creatures you do know of, it's called a Unalrag.
Oh, God.
For those Stormlight folks,
The hog.
the hog. A large serpent-like creature with mandibles as well as small claws at the front of its portion, or head we'll call it, lifts its body out of that water, and you realize that log that you saw was just the top of its brow, so to speak, of its spine. This creature is 3 stories up looking at you, and its body, the rest of its body is still within the water.
Looking at me?
Yes. Because the crushing and large bang, the breaking of the building started at that spot. It just so happens you are there.
Did Sasha, did you fall 3 stories down?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, let's do some fall damage for that. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I
You
was
guys are radiant. You're fine.
I had a plan.
Yeah, thankfully, because of sure-footed, I will take less fall damage, but yeah.
You take 7 points of. Oops, I'm sorry. 3 of those. 9 points of
Oof.
bludgeoning damage from falling.
Okay, I get to reduce that by 2 because of sure-footed, so it'll only be 5.
But yes, this creature is looking at you, Zavran. And then I gotta pull up my rag.
No, you don't. You don't got to pull anything up.
That's a big
What would you like
boy.
to do? You have the information that you wanted.
Besides the way we came in, is there any way out of this cavern?
Give me a perception check. At advantage. Oh, well, it's at advantage anyways because you are invested right now.
Yeah, everything you
Uh,
do has advantage right
Oh.
now.
Plot die as well. I'm sorry.
Holy shit. That's an 8. Oh, but with an opportunity. So can I re-roll that using the opportunity die?
Absolutely. That was at
Okay.
advantage.
I roll a 4 and a
That's
6.
Ooh, that's rough, buddy.
A 15.
15 is what you need. You're staring death in its face, and you close your eyes for a moment in that rhythm. The stone. For a split moment, one of those rhythms, like a radar, hits you, and in your mind's eye, you can see the entirety of this mountain. And what you see is there are 2 exits. There's one further out into the city. You would be on foot, and you would have to traverse through the city, and there's a small opening that leads out into Thalena, a little bit away from Thalen City.
Or back across the bridge that the hog is now next to.
Incorrect.
Oh.
The second one that's closest.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got it.
It's no, you're completely fine. That's why there's wind going through the whole thing.
Got it.
Because
Got
of
it.
this opening that I just explained.
We did break down here, so that does make sense.
The other opening would be closed mainly because collapse in through all of this. If that makes sense. So 1, 2. This next one I'm about to explain is a waterway that is ever so small. It is the shortest route, and it will lead you eventually out into the water, and then you would have to swim up and out of, and swim up, and then you would make your way out to the ocean itself, but on the coast, obviously. That is the shorter route. The problem is, the creature in front of you is also in the water. You would need a massive distraction in order to try and make that way out of this place.
Zavran is going to he's going to take this parchment. He's going to shove it in the pocket of his apron thing. And he's going to jump the 3 stories down next to Sasha.
Oh, jam.
All right. Give me a discipline roll.
Make me roll my worst stat.
Unless you can do athletics. Discipline's for something cool that would happen.
I'll roll discipline.
At advantage, you are invested.
Yep.
Okay.
It's another opportunity that I'm going to re-roll it.
Okay.
Oh, dang. Unlucky.
Oh, it's even worse. It's a 9. Discipline is my worst stat out of everything.
Okay.
It's a +1.
What I will give you that is you take. Oh, not that. Not that die.
Oh, wait, take
Many
damage? Oh, he
damages.
doesn't care.
No, I know that. I know that. That's not the thing that.
Oh, okay.
You take 8 bludgeoning damage as you come down. Sasha, you see Zavran next to you. Zavran, you don't take as much damage because as you fell down into the stone, it softened the blow a bit.
Aha.
Turns
You
into
pull
clay a
yourself-
little bit.
Exactly. You pull
Mhm.
yourself away from the stone and you kind of feel it malleable
Sasha
in
would
your
look over.
hand.
Well, that's cool.
We don't have
Got a
time.
way to get us out of here.
He's going to... I imagine he like superhero landed a little bit just to be cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then...
But you felt it in your hip a bit.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
like,
100%.
"Oh!"
Oh, yeah. He felt it get up his spine. He's going to stand up and using, he's not an architect or he's not a mason, but he knows how, like, he's an engineer. And what I want to do is essentially, as this sea creature is rising out of the water, I want to take out the supports of this building so the tower falls on top of the sea creature.
Absolutely.
So he's going to stand
Oh,
up and he's
That
going
was
to
also my idea.
he is going to run about and just I'll spend investiture. He's just going to start taking out the supports of this tower.
I'll tell you what, both of y'all can do that at
Yeah.
advantage. And I will tell you what happens, seeing is give me the role you think works best for your
So
character.
for me, it's literally division.
Oh, you just spend the investiture. Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
So interesting that our tension and cohesion have stat points.
They do, yeah,
There's
so
probably
you
some
use
sort of
those
rolls later.
Yeah.
Got it.
To do things.
Later
To
on,
do
we'll do the
things
rolls,
beyond
and
the
I'll
basics.
check the
Yeah.
book and everything. Tonight
Yep.
is for vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So yeah.
that's a dirty 20, and I'll spend the investiture.
All right. Both of you look at each other, nod, sprint in opposite directions, and begin your
Sabotaging this tower.
exactly.
And that is a 24. I rolled heavy weapons and I spent the infusion because he's swinging his mace at these supports.
And as you swing at your mace at the supports, you watch as your mace goes through the support. And then as it gets to the center of it, you pull. And then the entire support breaks from that. Sasha, you glide across the ground and just place your hand on the side of one of the supports. There's laughter, Seraphina, as branches of flame kind of follow your fingers and the support kind of brittly breaks apart.
And I'm going to say, where's the way out?
Under the water. Follow me.
And I know that there's still a white spine that's going to be here. I'm going to say,
Yep.
you run. I can distract this thing long enough for you to get where we're going. Don't worry about me.
As you're saying that, this building is falling, and
And then I'm
creature-
just
and
taking off.
the hog was basically aiming towards you guys, and now the building is falling on top of the hog.
Yeah,
Zavran,
so
you have-
assume like if we're going in a straight line, I want to like leave the white spine off so that Zavran can get to where we're going, and then I'll just meet back up
Zavran,
with
you're
him.
not as fast as Sasha, but you do see an opening underneath the hog that you can run, dive into the water, and then start making your way.
He wouldn't leave Sasha to fight something.
All right?
Nah, Sasha's not. Okay, that's fine. Sasha's not fighting. Sasha's just
Oh,
running, distracting.
Yeah.
They're stuck with their oaths now.
Yeah, you say that, and yeah, he's just like, no. You might be faster, but he's not gonna run away from a fight.
Fine. And Sasha will just start running with Zavran. Almost has to like wait for him to catch up.
You run forward, you turn around. Come on.
I will say the white spine is distracted chasing after Sasha. Zavran, you have an opening on this white spine.
If I can
I can literally run circles around this thing.
That's fine. If I can hit it into the water, if I can wind up, if there's an opportunity to slam my mace into the side of it and knock it off into some sort of into the water, yeah.
Absolutely. This will be the final action before something happens, and then I'm going to transition. We're trying to get this done around
Yep.
this
Yeah,
time.
I got you. I got you.
But make your attack at advantage. You are invested. I'm going to keep saying that because I have to remember.
That is a 27 with a complication.
With that 27, you slam your mace, and you were aiming at the water?
At the white spine.
At the white spine, but you said you were trying to hit the white
Knock
spine.
him in the
I was trying to
water,
knock.
yeah.
So like, as it's chasing Sasha from hearing it or smelling them, yeah.
Like a hip check. You run into the side of this white spine. Any other human running into a white spine would mean utter death. You slam into it with your hammer. It goes flying into the water. It raises its head, roaring, preparing to attack you again, and you watch as a boulder from the ceiling of this mountain slam into it, killing it instantly. This is when you both realize this place is no longer stable. When that sea beast hit that building and then hit the ground, this whole place is now shaking and collapsing in. Lysnari, as you are underneath the water, you are losing breath. You are holding on to what oxygen you have left in your lungs. You see the people, the door has been open above you. You see some people start to climb out. However, you see one or two fall back into the water where you are. You, like previously, you don't know what to do at the moment. But you know you can't leave these people. You hear in your mind Cole's voice. Mistress, this is a complicated matter. We seem to be in dire straits, but I'm here with you. That is the point of this adventure, correct? Be closer to the one.
I think in her mind, because she's underwater, she says, yes, and everyone deserves a chance to be able to fulfill that. I'm not leaving these people behind.
And as you say that, people did fall into the water. You thought it was because they literally fell. The realization comes to you as Fend, swimming towards you, unhooks you from the water and is trying to assist you. You already know he's concussed. He is going to be in dire straits.
No!
Continue,
Oh
I'm
no,
sorry.
that's so bad. Okay, she's gonna, like, help him help her, because the point was to find a way out, but now there is a way out. And just, like, tear whatever garment it is, because like she's got like overrobes and all this stuff. She rips it if she has to push him back up, because he's injured and she's not.
All right. And you are now free, loose, out of that
Okay.
complication.
If I'm pushing him up towards the water, because I couldn't have been that deep in if I got caught right as I dove.
Right. You were in the window, basically. That's what hooked you.
Yeah. When I surface, do I see, like, what's happening when I surface?
You see people trying to climb up, and you look up and you see Palessa, like, helping people out of the building. What you also notice is you are a lot closer now to Palessa than you were previously when you dove in, meaning the building is getting, like, sinking. Does that make sense?
Yes. I'm trying to get fenned out.
Yeah.
Should I roll like strength or something? Athletics?
You can, absolutely.
Because I'm trying to like push him to safety. So yeah. It's like my least good thing. It has a +0 to it, but I got a 16 on the die, with a complication, so 18.
Absolutely. 18? Oh my goodness. You find there was a chair or something underneath you. You push off of that. You throw Then up into the water. Person that you called out to previously sees you and grabs Then, and they're also kind of like shepherding people out of this building. It is still pulling down into the water. I will say you are the last one in this building, as it's now almost sinking into the ocean.
Okay. If they got out, then I will also climb out.
All right. As it's pulling Palessa, you see Lysnari. You put your hand out for Lysnari as the entire building is now sinking and just gets pulled into the ocean. I would like an athletics check as you are trying to grab Lysnari as a building. Little water fact. If something's sinking into the water and you're trying to swim against that, and it's this size, it's going to be very difficult to pull yourself out, basically. So I'm going to ask for a DC 20 to see if you can pull Lysnari out of this, basically the water pulling her down into the ocean.
DC 20 of a what roll?
The athletics, correct? You are invested. You roll at advantage.
All right.
Roll a plot die.
Yep. Nope. I rolled a 5. Let me try again. A 12 with a with the blue.
Okay. Hold on for that for a moment. Lysnari.
Yeah.
You reach your hand out to Palessa. She grabs onto your hand. The water. There's too much water. Your hand slips. You are pulled deeper into the ocean. All of the words of warning that your father gave you hit you harder than all the water caving into your lungs. For a split moment, you wonder if he was right all along. And then you think of the people you saved in Vadenar, of the friends that you made in Carbron, the changes you made politically for Thelena. All of that wouldn't have been possible. You chose to stay hidden with your father. Your religion asked you to go on an exodus. But was it always your religion that made you want to take that quest? This may be
No.
the end for you.
No,
No.
not until I find her.
Mistress. The words might be the proper use of your time in this situation.
Yeah, I think with her last breath, life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. I want to be anywhere but here right now.
If you were underwater, you would see Lysnari disappear out of existence, and bubbles being the only thing left in our world. At the same time, diving into the water are Zavran and Sasha. The mountain above you collapsing has broken something beneath the mountain. That's something that you saw, Zavran. And like a sewer system of sorts, the water is pulling you both down as you also swim deeper into this cavern. Sasha, with your ability to bring and take away friction from your body, you slip through water itself. Zavran, a boulder the size of the ninth light comes crashing towards you as you're swimming down. You brace yourself. And then you blend into the boulder itself. And then swim through it deeper down into the ocean. You are both pushed out of this mountain of Thalen City. You've never held your breath for this long, but this stormlight gives your lungs power that you never had before. You gasp as you are floating somewhere on the coast of Thalen. Lysnari and Palessa will never believe that. Palessa, you saved who you could. Rockalyn pulls the rope back. Bend is being bandaged as he's still looking in the water, looking to you, wondering where Lysnari is.
Palessa just welling up with tears. I couldn't save her.
Lysnari.
Yeah.
You find yourself looking at an obsidian sky. In front
Do
of
I
you.
see that? Because I feel like I'd be coughing up water at this point.
Well, yes,
'Cause
I'm sorry.
almost trapped just now.
You are looking at that obsidian sky because you are lying on your back. You said you wanted to be the furthest away from here, anywhere but where you were. Standing above you is a gentleman made of ink.
Oh.
For the first time, the same height as you. He places a hand out. Mistress, it seems you chose to continue your journey.
Yeah, I guess so. She takes his hand and stands up. And she thinks to herself, am I always doomed to learn things the hard way? Because that seems to be how she's learned everything she's learned. Are we... This isn't Roshar. Where are we?
Like you said, mistress, we are continuing the adventure. As you look out to a sea of spheres in front of you, you hear the souls of Ben and Palessa reaching out for you.
Do they show up as flames on the side? Do I hear them?
You do.
I think she's just shouting, Palessa, Thend, I'm right here! How can I talk to them from here? How does this work? She looks to Cole.
Oh, it's very convoluted and complicated method of transportation that you've taken, mistress. I believe Ardent Palessa is capable of doing the same, but only in one's mind. But you are capable of heading back into the physical realm, if you wish.
She hesitates. Everyone was safe, right?
I believe you were the last one.
Can we come back here?
Will take some time and training. Though you've taken the route of being in a, shall we say, dangerous and life-threatening event to muster up the courage to do so. Hopefully, we won't have to do that for the other occasions, mistress.
I would prefer not, Cole. Okay. Just I don't know how I stepped here. We just step back. Right? It's easy. And then she looks down and she realizes she's like glowing. Oh. Wait. Okay. All right. Do I just say it? Is it like a manifestation kind of belief? Door appear. And she like holds her hands out.
Cole kind of chuckles and he would never chuckle in front of you. He kind of covers his mouth. It's more of a leap of faith, mistress.
Oh, well, I do those all the time.
Shall we? And he puts a hand out to the sphere, the ocean of spheres in front of you.
She'll walk to the edge.
Lysnari, you hold your breath. You take that step.
Yeah.
There's a flash of stormlight. Palessa, you watch as Lysnari pops out of the water.
Is that her? Lysnari! I yell out.
Rockalin immediately jumps into the water and tries to grab Lysnari.
What a hero.
You are still attached to him, so you immediately like wrap
Oh,
yourself
sh-
around the pot so you don't get thrown in. And
Yeah, I'll let him help me out.
he brings you up to your friends.
Am I still glowing? Is Palessa glowing still?
It's up
Are
to
we
y'all
both
if y'all want to be
glowing?
known to be glowing right now in front of everybody.
Okay. I don't know.
Probably not Palessa. She's no longer glowing.
I feel like a step back, a step fully into Shadesmar and a step fully back out, I probably have no Stormlight left.
You both know what happened.
I just go over and give her a hug.
Yeah, I hug you back, absolutely. Okay, that was shaky for a second there. Maybe we'll try not to be in any sinking buildings anytime soon, huh?
Yeah, I'm just glad you're okay.
Me too. And thank you. I'm
She
looking
just
for
nods.
Thend, and like I'm still holding you, but I'm like looking for Thend. But I do let you go.
Then
as
kind
I
of
look for him.
is still getting patched up. He goes,
Master Thend.
brightness, Lysnari.
Ugh. Zavran will be so relieved that I didn't let you die. Not that I would want to anyway. Now she's just crying because she's happy that everybody's okay.
Then doesn't say anything, and he just joins the hug.
Aw. That's cute.
And that's where we're gonna end this episode
We've done it.
of Dying Storms. As a small yellow spren witnesses the birth of 4 Knights Radiant.
No.
Oh no.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us with the start of a new journey for our characters. We have 1 episode left for this part 1 of Dying Storms, and it's gonna be a doozy. And that will
Oh
be
boy.
2 Thursdays from now on February 12th. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hang out with us again tomorrow if you can with the world premiere of Blood Money. What? Be happy to see you then as much as we are happy for you to join us tonight. If you couldn't catch all of it, you'll find this as well as Blood Money on the YouTubes, youtube.com/MagiRPG. And if you have any questions about the Cosmere, what the heck was going on with those white spines, what was going on with the different worlds we were hopping in between, I've read these books so much, I'll be happy to just yap your ear off about it. You can ask my friends here. Find us on our Discord, MagiRPG. Everyone, this has been a long one. Thank you for being so patient as we got through that part of the story. You guys are awesome. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Or week in general. We still ain't done the week.
It's Thursday.
All right?
It's
And
Thursday.
always
It's
remember,
Thursday.
journey before destination. Have a good night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.